Yo, what's going on, guys? Troy here with Muscle Tactics. Showing up here in Hollywood Hills. We got the symbolic Hollywood sign behind me. And you know what's crazy is every time I look at it, I'm like, you know, that's it. It's like people have this image in their head that it's this gigantic sign, and then you get up here and, you know, just a tiny little sign. Still pretty cool. Still an amazing view. We got up here downtown Los Angeles. You can even see all the way, if I can get my camera guy to rotate all the way over, you can even see Santa Monica Beach and the ocean in the background. So pretty much at the top of LA up here. And I actually just got back from the Mr. Olympia convention in Las Vegas. I met so many people that I just learned a ton from. Some of the top fitness models. Had a great chance to talk with Greg Plitt, always, you know, someone I've always looked up to in the fitness industry. Talked to Rob Riches, talked to Jim Stepani, the doctor from bodybuilding.com. Actually was in the gym at 6 in the morning and saw Kai Green, the dude who took second in the Mr. Olympia contest. So just brush shoulders, talk to, you know, people at the very top of the fitness industry, and I learned some incredible knowledge on a lot of great diet tricks on how to really get big, how to manipulate those hormones. Two things that I learned that are really powerful for lean muscle gains is the concept of carbohydrate backloading and intermittent fasting. And I think that if you combine them both, it's going to give you guys incredible results, really powerful anabolic overload on your body. So I don't want to dive into too much scientific facts regarding intermittent fasting. I know the Hodge twins have a channel. I believe it's just called Fasting Twins. It's all about intermittent fasting and all the science around it. But I think the combination of carb backloading and intermittent fasting is really the best of both worlds. So intermittent fasting is when you have just an eating window. So a really easy way to do it is you have, say, like an 8-hour window where you consume all your food, and then you go 16 hours without eating. So this has really great hormonal benefits. It increases your testosterone, increases your HGH, helps you stay lean, and actually can help you build muscle. So I'm not going to dive into the science on all that. That'll definitely be in another video, but I want to combine that with carbohydrate backloading. And carbohydrate backloading, I think, is one of the best things that you can do as a naturally skinny guy to maximize your lean muscle gains. And I've been doing this recently, and I'm really trying to get lean here over the next couple months, and I think carbohydrate backloading is one of the best strategies for achieving that, especially in conjunction with intermittent fasting. So how I do carbohydrate backloading is I will, first off, I'll stop eating at around, you know, 6, 7, somewhere between 6 and 8 p.m. the night before, and then I'll wake up and I will work out actually on an empty stomach. And see, so when you combine this with intermittent fasting, it's really easy to pull off. So obviously if I stop eating at 6 o'clock the next night and I wake up at 8 a.m., get my workout in, and all of a sudden it's 10 p.m., you know, I've essentially gone 16 hours without eating anything if you go from 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. the next day. So it's really easy to incorporate the concepts of intermittent fasting along with your carbohydrate backloading. So how I do carbohydrate backloading, I'll obviously stop eating between 6 and 8 p.m. the night before. I'll get up, I'll work out on an empty stomach, and then I will consume all my day's carbohydrates after I work out. So that's the whole backloading part. You're consuming all of your carbs post-workout. And I noticed that you'd think your energy levels will be really low, but my energy levels are sky high when I do this. So when I couldn't believe, one time I actually worked out in the gym where I hadn't eaten anything in like 18 hours. My energy levels were sky high. So you kind of reach that point where you're hungry from hours maybe like 4 through 6 or 4 through 8, and all of a sudden you get to that point where you feel good, because keep in mind that, you know, it takes energy to digest a lot of food. And I notice when I eat really big meals and I try to go to the gym and, you know, in an hour or 2 hours after that, I just feel a little lethargic, a little slow. So I'll wake up, I'll drink a ton of water, sometimes I'll have green tea or coffee. And that's another thing, if you guys take pre-workout or you do coffee or green tea and you do it on an empty stomach, it is very, very powerful. You're gonna feel the effects of that caffeine, feel the effects of that pre-workout a lot more. So that is something that I highly recommend that you guys do. So back to the carbohydrate backloading, I get in that great workout, and then post-workout instantly, I hit that post-workout insulin spike. So the first thing that goes in my body is my fast-digesting whey shake with my fast-digesting dextrose or maltodextrin powder. So I'll have about 50 to 60 grams of fast-digesting carbs. That'll be my first meal. Then about an hour later, I will have more fast-digesting carbs. I'll have some white rice or jasmine rice, basmati rice, another personal favorite, some kind of rapid digesting carb, maybe some white potato, but some other form of a simple digesting carb. And then maybe about an hour and a half to 2 hours later, I'll slowly transition from those rapid digesting carbohydrates to the slower complex carbs. So now I'll start working in things like sweet potatoes, oatmeal, black beans, quinoa. So it's a transition from hitting those really rapid digesting carbs as I get that insulin spike, then you go for those slow digesting complex carbohydrates. So I will consume all my carbohydrates for my day post-workout. This has the most anabolic effect. Keep in mind that post-workout, insulin's very anabolic, so you want to be consuming all of your carbohydrates for the day post-workout ideally, if you want to maximize your insulin levels for lean muscle building. Insulin is actually, I read in the book Nutrient Timing, the most anabolic hormone in your body. That's why, you know, pro bodybuilders are obviously kind of like guinea pigs where they're injecting testosterone and HGH and all this crap in their body. And obviously that's super dangerous, but one of the things they actually inject is insulin, just because it's so anabolic. So you guys can kind of do it the healthy way and just carb backload, you know, consume all of your daily carbohydrates post-workout. So that's a really easy way to do carb backloading. Obviously it's easy to mix in intermittent fasting along with carb backloading if you just cut off your meals at, you know, 5, 6, 7 p.m. the day before. So highly recommend you guys try carb backloading. It's always good to throw new things into your diet, kind of shock it up. So if you guys are having trouble with your lean muscle gains, maybe try and carb backloading. Really hit that heavy insulin spike post-workout. You guys will burst through that plateau, see some incredible lean muscle gains. If you guys are looking for more great tips on how to bulk up and gain lean muscle mass, check out weightinmethod.com. See you there, guys. The mindset that it takes to really achieve great things in this world. You know, you drive through here, you see all these mansions, all these people who've made, you know, extreme success their reality. And you know where it starts? It starts in your mind. So this video is all gonna be about